Hey there, friends. I am so excited about today because I get to do a blind sniff test of some brand new fragrances. I guess I kind of just jumped right into that, right? My name is Jami Jo, and you have found yourself on Jami Jo Sells Wax. This channel is all about Scentsy goodness, and there's a lot of goodness today, especially because we are talking about the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. Have you guys been there before? If you have been to the Flower and Garden Festival, I want to know about it in the comments. Tell me all about it and what your favorite thing was there. Now, I went 3 years ago when it was Scentsy's first appearance at the Flower and Garden Festival. So this year is our 4th year of being featured at the Flower and Garden Festival. So when you're there in Epcot, you will find an area that's called Blossoms of Fragrance. It's so cool. It's beautiful flowers, of course, but then there are these stations where you can smell different fragrances, and there's always 6 fragrances, and yep, you guessed it. You can actually get those fragrances in bars of wax. Now this year, 3 brand new fragrances, 3 returning fragrances. So let's jump into those. And just know that 3 of these fragrances are available in Fragrance Flowers, and I'll tell you about those at the very end. Let's start by going through the 3 brand new fragrances. Now you can get these in a set all together, 3 bars for just $17. The first one is this gorgeous bright yellow wax, and it is Honeysuckle Dew. I have requests for honeysuckle all the time, and so I'm excited to smell this. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. I don't know how they do that. There are several times that I smell something and I'm like, how in the heck? How in the heck did they get that fragrance into this wax? But this is one of those. If you love the scent of honeysuckle, and I do, this is so yummy. I might have to add this one to my Scentsy Club. Do you guys know about Club? So when you add a fragrance in a wax bar to Scentsy Club, even after it's discontinued, they will keep making it for you. And I have quite a few of the past Epcot fragrances in my club, and this one's gonna go in there too. Honeysuckle Dew. The top note is honeysuckle blossom. So the top note is what you smell right off the bat. It settles down into a mid note of jasmine petals, and then your base note is dewy greens and lemon zest. So yummy. Honeysuckle Dew is the first of the brand new fragrances. The next one is Hydrangea Bouquet. Now I have hydrangeas outside, but I don't know that I would know the fragrance of a hydrangea if I just smelled it. Beautiful, beautiful color wax, bluish, purple-ish, periwinkle, maybe we should say. Ooh, so sweet. I did not expect it to be so sweet. I'm really not a floral lover. A lot of times they give me a headache, but I love that honeysuckle, and this one, so good. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Hydrangea Bouquet, top note of hydrangea, mid note is pink freesia, and that makes a sweet homage to the best of the bunch. So just 2 main fragrances in this. In Scentsy's descriptions, they usually give us 3 fragrances, the top note, the mid note, and the base note, but Scentsy fragrances can have anywhere from 30 to 60 different fragrance notes. That's why they last so long. Well, that's one of the reasons. That is so good. It definitely is florally, but it has that sweetness. I guess freesia is a more sweet flower, so maybe that's giving it that sweetness. We're rounding out the brand new fragrances with Serene Succulent. Beautiful, like natural green color, like a sea moss green. That one does not want to come out. If you wonder why I pop them out of the package, they're always going to have a stronger fragrance on the bottom. Because our wax bars are stored like this, a lot of times the oils will sink down to the bottom. So I like to do a good sniff test by flipping them over and popping them out. Oh, natural, woodsy, earthy, so good. It's rare that I love every fragrance in a collection. But these three are all good. So Serene Succulent, embrace serenity in an oasis of succulent greens illuminated by bright bergamot. So bergamot is something that you'll find in a lot of the more masculine fragrances, which are my favorite. So maybe that's why I'm loving this one. That's good. I don't know if it's club worthy, but it's definitely warming worthy. Guys, all of these fragrance reviews I do for you, you know I can't warm every single one of those, but I'm going to warm all three of these. I'm going to give all three of these a try, but that honeysuckle definitely going in the club. Now, we have 3 returning fragrances that are going in this Epcot collection. The first is Garden Fresh Gardenia. Not normally a gardenia fan. I don't really remember any of these 3. They might have come out while I was in treatment and I wasn't really smelling a lot of things. Yeah, that's definitely gardenia. It smells like my granny. I love my granny, but I don't want my house smelling like her. Yeah, that's definitely gardenia. Now, we used to have a fragrance called Lush Gardenia. It was a top selling fragrance for a lot of people. I was not a fan, but we sold a lot of it. This is very similar. I think the Lush Gardenia was more in your face gardenia. This one is maybe a bit more tame. It says an intoxicating essence of gardenia petals wafts through fresh air in a garden of lush greens. So you've got that fresh air and the lush greens kind of chilling out the gardenia, but definitely a still noticeable gardenia fragrance. Now we're going to move on to Glorious Grapefruit. Not normally a grapefruit fan. Yeah, smells like grapefruit. If you love grapefruit, you're gonna love this one. It is pink grapefruit, juicy orange, and green leaves. So if you are a lover, if you love crisp citrus fragrances, this is the one. I mean, it's not offensive to me because I'm smelling it over and over, but not really something I want to warm. I'll just put it that way. We're gonna round out the returning scents with Hibiscus Sunset. Now, I usually, hibiscus, didn't we have a hibiscus? Oh no, hydrangea. Maybe it's hibiscus that I have outside. I don't know. Smells a bit fruity to me. It's like a floral fruity mix. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, so good. Pineapple juice, peach nectar, and hibiscus. Yes, I can definitely smell that pineapple. For sure, for sure. I think this would be good mixed with something that's like in your face coconut. It might smell a little bit like a yummy little drink. That one's good. I think I would use it as a mixer. I wouldn't use it alone, but I would definitely use it as a mixer. So those are the 6 fragrances at the Flower and Garden Festival this year. Let's look and see which ones we can get in a fragrance flower. It is the second 3, the returning ones. So you can get Garden Fresh Gardenia, and your fragrance oil is going to be teal. You can get Glorious Grapefruit, and your fragrance oil is going to be a ruby color, or you can get Hibiscus Sunset, and you're going to have purple fragrance oils. So if you're not familiar with our fragrance flowers, I don't know that this is the flower design. I didn't think to look that up, but this is a Buttercup Bell fragrance flower. We have several different designs. This is actually wood. It's a very thin wood petal, and you just take it with the wick here and you put it down in the jar of oil. Now, this is a natural color oil, and like I said, the 3 in this collection are going to have colored fragrance oil. So after you drop that in there, it's going to soak up, disperse the fragrance through those wooden petals, but also your color flower is going to change based on the color of the fragrance oil along with the fragrance flower. Now, perhaps you have plans to go to the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. It is already started and it's through June 2nd of 2025. You can actually get those fragrance flowers in the park. That's pretty cool. That's a fairly new thing. I think last year was the first year they did that. Now, if you buy it in the park, it's going to be $20. If you buy it from me on my website, it's only going to be $18. You know, we got to pay the park that fee. So you can get those fragrance flowers for $18 on my website. You can get the first 3 bars in the collection set for $17. You can get the second 3 bars individually. So if you just want to try one of them, whatever you want to do, no matter which fragrance, you can add any of them to Scentsy Club individually. So it doesn't have to be the whole set. If you're ready to order right now, jump on my website. That's JamiJoSellsWax.com. You can shoot me a text too. I'd be happy to help you with the order. 918-888-9690. If you want to earn some discounts, some freebies, all that fun goodness with Scentsy, let me know, because I can set you up with a link on my website for you to share out with your friends and family, and then you can earn discounts and freebies of Scentsy products. If you want to make a little side cash, I'd love to help you get started with Scentsy in doing that as well. Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Jami Jo, and I'm here to make that nose happy. We'll talk to you guys later.